I offer my namaskaras to the divine in you, namaste, namahate, and I dare to invoke the Devi, the divine, because once the environment has been purified, once the temples have been built, whether in rock or wood or brick, once the chantings, the sacred chants have been uttered, then it's time to invite her. The creation was not created, yet time had not spun its web. The unmanifest Shakti, darker than Kajal. Today we hear and read about the dark black holes which suck in light, galaxies, solar systems, Akashagangas, and we yet do not know in which sphere, in which form they are spewed out. The Devi, as seen and experienced by Vedavyas in his deepest, longest meditation, tapasya, is where this begins. She, the unmanifest Shakti, gave darshan of the soles of her feet, on which was seen 1,000-petaled lotus, on which were inscribed the shloks of Sri Devi Mahabhagavata Purana, which Vedavyas compiled. Tato Bhagavati Devi Gyatva Tasyabhivanchitam Swapadatalasam Lagnam Pankajam Samadarshayat Munistasya Sahasreshu Daleshu Paramaksharam Mahabhagavatam Nama Puranam Samalokayat. He himself tells us of how he came to compile this. And what did he see? What did he see the image? How did he see the image? Although she is yet unmanifest. Jagadam Adibhuta Ya Durga Durgati Nashini. This is Mahabhagavat Devi Purana. And here I want to just jump a little bit in centuries and millennia. How are different pantha in India have celebrated this sacred, this divine. Even Guru Govind Singh, who established Khalsa, I think very few people know the compilation of his padas, his bhajans, his songs, his poems as the Dashama Granth. And he has written and sung of Chandi, of Kali, of Durga, of Radha. So here when Vedavyasa, Jagadam Adibhuta Ya Durga Durgati Nashini, and Guru Govind Singh sings, Durga, Durga, Durga Patha Banaiya, Durga, Durga, Durga Patha Banaiya, Sabe Paudiya, Sabe paudiyan, Durga, Durga, Durga patha banaiya. And then the shlok also, Mahabhagat Puran says, Trailokya Janani Nitya Satchinananda Rupini. Trailokya Janani Nitya Satchidananda Rupini. Yasyaha Padambujadvandvam Dadhad Hridaya Pankaje. Vishveshaha Shavarupena. Such a Devi whose lotus feet rest on Vishvesh Shiva's chest. He holds them in the Shavarupa, and that is the Shaktipat as we know. So, Brahmadinam Chadurlabha, rare. She is not to be found by Brahma and Vishnu and all these. That's what Vedavyas says. So, this unmanifest Shakti, with desire to create, arose in that Shakti. Srishti cha samabhutasya, Srishti karne ki ichha hui. And that unmanifest Shakti, Prakriti, took the form of Devi. Now comes a very, not a problematic, but a very different take, not Sonal's take, Vedavyas, what he saw, what he experienced. With this ichha to create, what did she create first? She created a male figure, but without consciousness. Chetana rahita Purusha. And I can't help but say, one sees Chetana rahita Purusha quite a lot these days. Which figure that she imbued with the trigunas, sattva, rajas, tamas, from which arose Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. And the colors, white, yellow, red. So thus, the Tridevas were created by this Devi and given the responsibilities. And then the Devi Bhagavad goes on. It's a very beautiful Purvaranga. We all know, I needn't remind you, you are all great Vidwans sitting here, that the Div Dhatu literally means effulgence, light, tejas, prakash, alok, go, incandescence. From there we have all these Devata, Divyata, Divya, Devi, Deva, divine, divas, everything to do with prakash, with alok, with tejas. I also use very often the word Bhagavati, because all these are interchangeable but with different connotations, you know that. Bhaga simply is the creative energy. Bhagavan, Bhagavati. In my Aradhya Kamakhya Mandir in Guwahati, Assam, every Kumari is a Bhagavati. And we all bend down to touch their feet because the Aropana has been done of the Bhagavati, of the Bhaga, in these young Kanyas, Kumaris. So, now I come to that the mandir has been created, the sacred chants have been done, the Shuddhikaran has happened, and it's time for Prana Pratishtha. As we know very well, that without this ceremonial Prana Pratishtha, the Murti remains apujya. There are big rituals. You have all the great Vidwans here who know all about it. For me, it simply means that the mandir is actually this body and the Hridaya Mandira, Chitta Ambaram, Chidambaram. The Prana Pratishtha has to be done here for each one. The mandir is there, mandir is everywhere, as Ricky Cage and everyone has said, we know that. Every place that you put your faith in is a temple. But the first temple granted to us is this body, and in this is the Chitta Ambaram, in which the Prana Pratishtha must be done. And therefore we have the adage, Shariram Adya Khalu Dharma Sadhanam. As a dancer, we know this. The Indian dancer, classical dancer, tribal dancer, folk dancer, I don't make much difference there. The dancer is the one who uses the body from top to toe as sacred. Every finger, every toe, eyebrows, eyes, mouth, nostrils, neck, shoulders, each part of the body is sacred. And the dancer shows it. The dancer shares this great knowledge, this great vision through Shariram Adya Khalu Dharma Sadhanam. But unless the dancer has done the Prana Pratishtha within herself, her Hridaya, the dance remains just a form, beautiful to look at, because body is beautiful, the female body is beautiful. The charm, the loveliness, it's all there. But there is no take home, as they say these days. You see something, yeah, it's lovely, yeah, and you go home. If the Prana Pratishtha has been done, then even if the dancer is old, fat, thin, not very good looking, dark, whatever, the Prana Pratishtha, that Prana, that sacred divine, the Devi, speaks to you. And this is the Prana Pratishtha I'm talking about. So the temple will remain Chetana Rahita, as I said. Just now, the previous speaker, the great Vidwan, was talking about language, bhasha, vacha, Saraswati. And each word is Saraswati. But once we are one with that Chetana, then we become like Vach in Rig Veda. She, the daughter of Jambhrana Rishi, herself a Brahmagyani. I get goosebumps when I dance that or recite that. She is her. She is it. She is that. When she says, Aham Rashtri Sangamani Vasunam Chikitushi Prathama Yajnyanam Tamma Deva Vyadadhu Purutra Bhuri Sthatra Bhurya Veshayantim. I am the power which pulls the dhanush of Rudra. I am the power by which he pulls it to annihilate the enemies of Brahma, Brahman, Brahmajnana. Aham Rudraya Dhanuratanomi Brahmadvishe Sharave Hantava'u Aham Janaya Samadam Kranomyaham Dyava Prithivim Avivesha. I stretch between earth and the sky. That's Vach. And then how beautifully she says, Aham suve pitaramasya murdhan mama. I give birth to my ancestors from my murdha, murdhni, from my intellect. Who can say that? Aham suve pitaramasya murdhan mama yoni apasvanta samudrepi. The space and time, it all becomes one when this oneness becomes yours in your prana. That is the real prana pratishtha. And on this, I would like to take you also to the Adi Shankaracharya. Now there are 52 or 56. I don't know from where, because he was a sannyasi. But so I have to say Adi Shankara. And I'm sure most of you know his Ardhanarishwara Stotram. I have a little problem with Ardhanari Ishwara. At the risk of being labeled feminist, we are very good at labeling people today. It's a dumb thing. But just think about it. So it is always counted among the many Paryayavachi names of Shiva. Ardhanari Ishwara. Whereas the clever Shankaracharya has first said, Divyam Barayai cha Digambaraya Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya. First she, then he. So I said in my Natya Katha, in Devi Natya Katha, where I dance, abhinaya, sing, narratives, I said, actually, it is Ardha Nara Ishwari Stotram. Ardha Nara, she has given her one half to Nara, to Shiva. It's actually to be counted among the Devi Stotrams, Devi's names. You agree? So, these kind of ideas and concepts have not just dropped from heaven, they have grown within from the deepest consciousness, Chetana, but a Chetana which is paripurna with rasa and ananda. Rasananda, which is Brahmananda Sahodara, as our rishis have said. And again, as a dancer, I dare say, I have experienced it many times. My audiences have experienced it with me many times. So, in Trichur, some years ago in the early 80s, I had a performance, that was a Kerala tour. I was winding up. The last leg was Trichur after the Guruvayur Nritya Seva and Kochi and Ernakulam and Trivandrum. At the end, there was a little Q&A. I always do this because it brings, it opens a door. Audiences have watched you. They have some questions. They want to ask you, open a window. A very simple lady, typical one choti, tightly wrapped sari, nose rings. She just, last question she asked, Madam, can you please tell me the name of any single poet? Time's up. Okay, the last one. Any single poet, saint, who has written bhajan, pada, kriti, poem, anything, in praise of a goddess, but as a beloved in India. So I said, no, I mean, immediately I can't. Parvati is the mother of Ganesha and Kartikeya, or Shiva's wife, or Himavan's daughter. Radha is Krishna's beloved, Lakshmi is Vishnu's consort. And so there are always these connections made, these relationships. No Hindu, Indic poet, saint has dared to call any goddess his Priya Priyattama. But I was restless when I came to Delhi, and I approached my mentor, my guru, the great scholar Jivan Pani, and together for 1 week we talked, we searched, and we found the answer in Vajrayan Siddha tradition. Kanapa, Milarepa, Naropa, Tilopa. There, usually, the sadhya is a woman from the low caste, or as we say, low caste. Sabari, the tribal woman. Dombi, one who is in the crematorium. And the Prana Shakti is the Sabari. She says, "O Shabara," symbolizing the body, like the python. In the Sukshmati, Sukshma space, I rise and I sit atop the highest peak. The highest peak, Sahasrar. Come be with me. And this beautiful, it says, "Unmata sabaro, pagala sabaro, ma kar guli guhada tohori." Just shut up. The body is restless all the time. Shut up. Be with me, quiet, concentrated, and rise with me. Come and sit in my lap. I embrace you. I had written to that lady, I said, I found it. But I found it in the Vajrayan tradition, where sadhya, and she is always addressed as the beloved. The sadhaka is usually a Brahman or a high caste chap in this Vajrayan tradition, and he's always saying, yearning to be with you, to be one with you, to make love to you all night, to sit in your lap, to embrace you. So such is our Devi, who in her millions and billions and trillions and zillions of forms and names resides within us. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu, we know that. But I would like to end with, I think it is from Rudra Yamal, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a shlok. The last thing is, Vande Pithaganayikam Tribhuvana Chaya Bhirachaditam Sarvesham Hitakarini Jayavatam Anandarupeshwari. Thank you.